I really urge you to start doing affirmations every day and just see it transform your life. Hey guys, and today I wanted to discuss more about how the words that we use every day, how it can really transform the way we see the world, but also the way that we experience the day. We're all energetic beings, so whatever we emit is what we attract. Have you noticed that if you ever wake up and you feel a bit not quite there, you start looping thoughts like, oh, it's a bad day, you don't like the weather and all the things that you're stuck with and just everything that is on the negative side, and this will create the basis for that specific day. So if you want to instead see how you could change that, these affirmations are the ones that I like to use on a daily basis. Sometimes I even say them throughout the day. I love to use them in front of the mirror because it is totally a game changer when you look yourself in the mirror and say something positive about yourself, because firstly, you might have resistance in doing this in the first place, and this usually means that you should probably look more deeper into what's the resistance that you're facing, why is the resistance there, and just clear it out. EFT is great for clearing them out. If you like to combine, what I also sometimes do if I have more time, I combine saying affirmations and EFT. But also I feel that saying these throughout the day, like when you're driving or even internally when you're, standing in a queue, I feel like these always work. And if you start with these affirmations in the morning, I feel like my day is already better and smoother in a way. So I wake up with a lighter feeling and I'm more ready to tackle the day, to take the day in, like I'm open towards everything that is going to happen to me, whether it's good or bad. It's just how we perceive them and the lens that we look at the things that we experience. First thing that I usually say is everything is always working out for me. And by saying this, I'm already more open towards things always going my way. We don't always know what's best for us. So things sometimes not working out means that they are actually working out, but we're just not aware of it, or what's the best decision that should be made in whatever situation. Just being in like this open energy towards everything just working out for you. Another thing that I like to say is I'm always at the right place, in the right time, doing the right things for the right reasons. This is an affirmation that I always intuitively know where to go. I meet the right people. I have the right discussions with them. I find out the right things about my life. You will intuitively have pushes and nudges to do things because it's the right place for you to be in at that specific time. So you can always trust that whatever decisions you make, they're the right ones. This third affirmation I like to use whenever I'm maybe a bit frustrated. And I always say, nothing phases me. Whatever is happening, whether I'm frustrated about the traffic or somebody did me wrong or somebody is annoying me, it's like I'm patient and I'm unfazed about it. Like sometimes we get frustrated at work, or maybe something small happens and we have this feeling that we should hold on to it and just be mad. But this affirmation will always release this energy and you will sort of not care anymore. And it doesn't mean that you don't have emotions or things will not be important to you, but it just means that you will not be attached to small things and small people also, and you will just sort of pass through them with this very relaxing energy. One thing that I do throughout the day, not only in the morning, is I always say I'm rich, I'm prosperous, I'm abundant. And you can only use one. You can just say, I'm always abundant. Abundance always finds me. Abundance is more of this, like having it all on every areas of your life. But just saying you're wealthy or you're rich or prosperous, I feel that it's more about you always have more money than enough. And whenever I say this, I try to say this again in the morning, throughout the day, whenever I'm driving, whenever I feel that I might have resistance towards spending money and spending it for great experiences, for example. I feel that whenever I'm saying this, I instantly lift the money mindset that I have at that time. And it always, first of all, relaxes me, and the spending that I'm doing it for the right reasons, and it always feels so good. Not splurge, but more like invest in yourself, right? But the other thing that has happened once I do say this affirmation is definitely that there's always extra work that I get, or gigs, or clients always find me, or there's something unusual happening in my finances once I started using this on a daily basis. One thing that I like to do every time I dry brush is I like to thank the universe, God, however is best for you. I like to always be grateful for things. You can be grateful in just feeling gratitude in your body. I like to also say it out loud. So whenever I'm dry brushing, I might say, thank you for my eternal youth. Thank you for my healthy hair. Thank you for my healthy moisturized skin. So whatever it is in your physical body that you enjoy, are proud of, are grateful, whatever you want to be grateful for is what you would say. After I do this dry brushing ritual sort of thing, I also do this in front of the mirror. So I look myself in the eye and I would say things like, thank you for my beautiful eyes. So I would say all the things that I'm very grateful for, and I would specifically say it while looking at myself because it's really powerful. One affirmation that really changed my life, helps me start the day with the right energy, is I love my life and everyone in it. Whether it's people who don't like you, people who are trying to derail you from your path, you bless them, you love them, and you love your obstacles, you love your successes, you love things that are going well, and you love things that didn't go that well, because you know that everything is there for a reason. It's there to teach you. So it's not only about the things that are pleasant or things that you've always wanted, it's also about the obstacles that are actually your stepping stones to get where you want to go. So being thankful for your life and the people in your life because they have arrived and also left for a reason. Another thing that is great for finances that I like to use is all my bills are always paid and my problems are always solved, which means that whatever bill you might have and you're maybe anxious about paying it, it will be paid in one way or another, and you can just trust the process of it being paid at some point by someone or yourself with the finances that you're not aware of yet. My problems are always solved means that whatever issues I might encounter, things are not always going my way, it's okay. It's already done. They're already cleared. It just gives you this soft, trusting energy towards everything that is happening in your life. You don't stress about the small things anymore because you know that everything will sort itself out at the right time. One thing that I started to say at some point was, I'm a successful business owner. I'm a successful photographer. I'm a successful photo artist. Whatever it's for you. And this really emphasized the fact that sometimes we might be doing some things in our lives, but we don't see ourselves as being those things. For me, it was, I saw myself to be a photographer, but I never saw myself to be a successful photographer. So this was conflict that I had between these two, and whatever I would do photography based in my business, I feel like there was always this tension between the photographer that I was and the photographer that I saw myself to be, because I knew that I am these things, but it was just difficult for me to internally realize or trust or believe it. When I started to affirm it more and more, I started to also embody it. So it started to feel like it's normal, it's natural, because we are what we speak, right? Whenever you are saying that you are successful at something that you are doing, is actually just rewiring your brain to feel that you are successful at that thing. Because if it feels that there is resistance, that's usually a sign that you don't feel yourself being a successful person yet. Whenever I'm going to social situations and events, I love to say my energy is delicious, my aura is magnetic, or I am magnetic. Just for you to raise your energy, raise your vibration, and become open towards social situations, to be more at ease in these situations, also to feel calm and joyful in a way when you are around people. And even if you're just going through a crowd, you would feel powerful in your own energy. And these are great ways to say, and specifically combining with a mirror, it's just magic. One more affirmation that I love to say regarding my financial situation is definitely money flows into my life in increasing quantities from multiple sources on a continuous basis. And this is such a powerful affirmation to invite money. And not only for this one thing, but you would invite a flow of wealth that is always there. It's always somehow finding you. So it's always attracted to you. It really opens up the financial flow into your life. People are giving you gifts. People are paying for your meals. People might be gifting you something that they found and they think that you might like it. Just helping you out financially. There's so many ways how this can materialize in your life, but saying this definitely opens up all the flow of wealth into your life. I'd really love to hear how you experience them once you start saying them every day. And really every day, not only once a week, but every day, at least in the morning, if you can, throughout your day. If you cannot say it out loud, try to say them internally. Usually I also say them in my car when I'm driving and I'm sort of in this very flow state of these affirmations, and I keep repeating them over and over again. I can say that they work. I can really say that they work, and I hope they work for you too. Okay guys, I'll be seeing you next week.